Just the general shonens. I don't fuck with them.
You didn't keep up with My Hero?
I don't keep up with it. I watch it after it's already been like out.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it in a while.
Like I'll have nothing else to watch, and I'll be like, I mean, I at least know what's kind of going on. Why don't I watch the next like 25 episodes that were released? Like I don't keep up with. It's not something I keep up with like on a weekly basis. Like, you know, some people watch anime, right? And they gotta like stay with it.
What?
She got pushed.
Yeah, I used to be one of those anime weekly watchers.
Nah, man. Yeah, I had it wrong this whole time.
Yeah, no, I just wait for it till it'll come out, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess
Probably
I'll do it proper. Now I just wait for everything to come out and then just binge watch it. And normally, like, something will come out completely like, oh, no, it's garbage, don't watch it. Even though it was, like, good in the beginning. I will, like, I guess I just saved myself from watching a shit show.
It depends. Some people judge the wrong things too. Like, there was an anime that Salma recommended me.
Uh-huh.
She's like, it's warm and fluffy. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? It's just one of those warm, wholesome kind of animes.
It's a slice of life.
And I was like, what is it called? She's like, it's called Usagi Drop. And I was like, okay. The fuck is this? And there's a little girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what exactly happens. I think her mom dies or some shit. So this dude takes her in as his own daughter. Everybody else is kind of reluctant, like, oh, nah. Oh, his grandfather is like her dad, right?
His grandfather
is the girl's like dad or surrogate dad or some shit, right?
Uh-huh.
So she has no one to take care of her because she's only like 5 or 6 or some shit like that. She's like a little girl, maybe 8 years old. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how old she is, but she's little. And all the other adults in his family, like uncles, aunts, shit like that, like they're all like, no, I'm not taking her in. But they're all going like, oh, poor child. Well, too bad. She's not my responsibility. Like they don't want to help her out. And he kind of gets sick of hearing what they're saying, cause like it's making an impact on him. Like, man, my family's kind of fucked. And then he just makes the decision like, hey, you want to come home with me? Like, you want to live with me? And the little girl's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So she goes home to live with him. And he essentially raises her as his daughter, though it's not his daughter.
Yeah.
A whole other bunch of shit that comes out is revealed. I don't remember them 100% the way.
Did you have a point where you were watching fucking Edge? Like edgy anime because you were edgy? Like Elfen Lied and Hellsing.
I mean, I watch Elfen Lied. Lied.
I call it Lied.
Lied. I don't remember what it's called.
And I used to think that shit was deep and fucking amazing. And I look back at it, I'm like, man, this uh-huh.
I watched Trinity Blood.
Trinity Blood.
The vampire one. It came on Toonami.
I no recollection.
It was like vampires, but they kind of look like shoujo kind of designs.
Uh-huh.
You know, like very tall, very thin.
I see, yeah.
You know what I mean? It had a lot of like shoujo. I don't know if they were actually shoujo stuff, but there was like a lot of dark theme to it.
What do you think about the whole vampire genre?
Oh, there's a snake. I think there needs to be more vampires. Like across all media. Jesus, just go chop it.
Fucking, it's gonna bite me again.
Well, you gotta like not let it. What is going on? I would have just run up to it like, yeah.
Like vampires are romanticized a lot, right?
Right.
You got your Twilight, and I think about it. I'm like, this like 90-year-old
No.
man.
We need like Blade vampires.
Blade vampire, yeah, Blade.
Dude, we need like Blade vampires. We don't need fucking Twilight vampires.
Hebert.
What?
Blade 1 or Blade 2?
Both.
What about 3? It was terrible, Hebert.
I like some of the ideas they implemented in 3. I just didn't like its execution. Because I'll be honest, some of that shit wasn't all bad, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I can still watch 3 and be like, okay, there's some redeeming qualities here. I'm not saying as a whole product, it's like, oh yeah, it's amazing. No, it's not. But like, hey, I think that's the reason why people were like, hey man, Ryan Reynolds would make a great Deadpool. Because that's really who he was. He throughout that whole movie, he was just shit talking people. He was just shit talking everyone. And like, yeah, I was like, yeah, that he does seem like he would fit in that role. And I think a lot of people thought that too at that time. If it were to ever be made, he would make an amazing like Deadpool. That was like 2005, 2006.
I don't remember when the third one came out.
But Ron Perlman. What am I saying? Ron Perlman. You fucking Hellboy?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
He was the bald guy in Blade 2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has that look to him, like that badass look.
He really does.
But yeah, like I was saying, like I think about Twilight and how popular it is, and it's like this 90-year-old man in a high school trying to get with a 16-year-old.
Right. And she's totally into it. She's cool with it.
And she's completely cool, really into it. Did I tell you Sam's been reading 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, shit. No, you didn't say that.
Oh, well. It took me by surprise.
Okay, what I know, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Sam's a pervert. Sam and her ring of friends, all fucking perverts. Like, it's just become second nature to how they speak. So like, they be saying sus things without even thinking, right? They just say shit, and it's just like, okay, you know, like they'll, like I told you last time we were playing Gundam, and
Like, oh, he's behind me.
That's what you thought you heard. But what she really said was, he took me from behind. And it's just like, what? And then the other one was like, oh, he's too big for me. And I'm just like, okay, Sam. I don't know if you're doing this on purpose now or not. I didn't know. I was
Sasabi, he's too big.
Yeah, it's like, he's too big for me. I'm like, I wouldn't say shit like that.
I'd pick my words a little bit more carefully.
I'm not trying to pick my words.
Because you live in a household where if you say something sus a little bit, your brother's going to be like,
Gay?
Gay?
And I'm like, what? Yo, chill, man. Yeah, but we kind of just grew up like that. I'm not sure why, but like I've never been like, oh, I have to prove.
Oh my god, I fucked up.
There's a green one.
No, I have 2 masks.
Oh, you put different masks on different jewels. Okay, I see.
That's bad.
Yeah, you fucked on that. Oh well.
That's fine.
What are you selling?
But yeah, man shits on me for saying anything remotely not
Well, hey,
totally
you
fucking straight.
You want some carrots?
Is that old
Why, you like that because they're shaped like dicks?
Is that old stranger?
It's like,
Is that old?
I'll be honest, I do it to him too. It's not like I don't. I'm like, hey man, you want a hot dog? And he stops and stares at me.
Is that old?
You being serious? You being serious? I'm like, what do you mean?
Is that old?
Are you being serious with me or are you being gay? I'm like, what the fuck? I said, do you want a hot dog?
Is that old stranger?
And then he'll be like,
Old stranger?
yeah, but I know you.
Thank you.
What the fuck does that mean? Is it my fault you like meat between your buns? I was just like I don't mean to, but now he's brought it up, so I can't hide it anymore. I can't.
What are you buying?
You know, I was just trying to actually offer him a hot dog, but then now he's bringing that shit out in the open. So now I'm like, I can't ignore that he just made that opening. So now it's like, okay, now I gotta.
Selling?
He's provoked me, is what I'm saying.
That old stranger? What are you buying?
Yeah, I might, hold on.
Yeah.
Upgrade the shotgun.
Riot gun.
I got the capital.
I guess. What we be doing?
Because honestly, I'm only going to exclusive like 2 guns.
Sniper, shotgun.
No, shotgun and the Red 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't really need anything else once you get those two.
I gotta take this guy out first.
Sniper, I just like exclusiving just because it fires faster, and I don't like not being able to fire fast. I don't need to fire fast, but I just prefer it.
Yeah, if you don't take those guys out, then they start throwing those what are they called?
Sickles.
Catapults.
Oh,
Yeah, they're called catapults, right?
yeah,
Break your bones.
those are catapults.
Or are they trebuchets?
Pretty sure they're catapults. But I guess no, those are definitely catapults because they fling in a way where it's like kind of like a slingshot. Trebuchet does that, but it goes full all the way forward.
Yeah, it has like a whole bunch of momentum to it.
Yeah, it shoots all the way forward, and it has to be manually pulled back, like all the way from the front to the back. Catapults just kind of like go upright, and then they go back down.
Man, I used to be really into like medieval stuff,
Yeah,
like knights, swords, armor, everything.
yeah. Younger me was into all that shit too. Like, wouldn't it be great if we could wear a whole fucking armor, and then I just never consider
The weight of it,
the weight,
the mobility.
the claustrophobia, all of that shit. And I'm like, oh man, older me now is like, you dumb little fuck, you don't know shit. Like that's a lot to consider.
Would you ruin Christmas for yourself, Hubert? Would you go back in time and tell yourself that Santa's not real?
Yeah, I would, because it would save a lot of disappointment. Young me went through a lot of heartbreak.
But that's what makes life so precious.
Yeah,
It's
but
heartbreak.
I get that. But young me did not have to go through that specific amount of heartbreak. I wasn't a bad kid. Like I didn't like, but I also wasn't one of those kids that would like behave because parents would be like, if you don't behave well, Santa Claus isn't gonna come bring you shit. I didn't misbehave. I just behaved because more than anything, I was just afraid of my dad. You know, my dad would be like, he was pretty mean, man. He was just pretty mean. So that's why I behaved. And in fact, I had a fear of misbehaving. So come Christmas, innocent me, 7, 8 years old, was thinking, okay, Santa's gonna come and bring me some fucking present, and then there wasn't any fucking presents. And then I'm just like, was I bad this year? Was this on me? Is it because I didn't listen to my dad? What did I do? Like
what did child me deserve to have this happen to me?
Like, and the thing is, I never really did anything wrong, right?
Uh-huh.
But if anything, the shitty part about my dad is that my dad would make me believe it really was my fault instead of just telling me like, hey man, Santa isn't real. So that's why I say I would prefer to just crush my heart early on instead of going year by year believing, it was my fault.
How old were you when you found out?
Like 9.
I was like about 10.
No, I was 9. Like 100%. That's when I like 100% confirmed. Like, yeah. I mean, I already had an inkling since the year before that when I was 8. But 9, I like 100% was like, yeah, he's not fucking real. Superman ain't fucking real. He's not gonna save me from my situation.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that. Honestly, what pair is better? Lex Luthor and Superman, or Batman and the Joker?
In what way? Like just overall, or
As in their rivalry, their conflict between one another.
I personally like Batman and Joker.
I lean a little bit more towards Lex Luthor and Superman. Because he's just like a regular dude, like regular rich guy.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. He's got the odds stacked against him. So he's already almost always predetermined to lose because of that. There are moments where he has defeated Superman. I'm not saying he can't.
Mm-hmm.
But for him, it's a David versus Goliath fight, right? He's the human. He has everything against him. And while he does have like money, he is like super fucking rich and has access to like a bunch of equipment and scientists and experiments and all this shit that can help him win the fight. I get that. He is still just a man. Once he loses all that, he is down to nothing. And there was literally one. I remember there was some animation where he literally just lost the fight simply because he was just amazed by the way Superman looked at the world through his own eyes.
Yeah, I've been getting that on TikTok a lot, where I think he gets Superman's powers or something, and he's like, "Oh, I can see every atom. I can see everything. How everything connects to one another." And this is how Superman sees the world, and now I'm seeing it this way. And now I kind of like finally understand his mindset. Like everything's connected.
Yeah. He gets defeated just by
attaining his victory.
By experiencing his power. And I'm just like, okay. I got nothing against the guy. I think he can be a great character when used correctly.
Uh-huh.
But like more often than not, he's just like generic bad guy. And that's kind of what sucks about the way they utilize Lex sometimes. Is that they just make him bad rich man, right? It's like he can be so much more. He's however, Joker also is just kind of fun to watch. But I also understand Joker is just insane man.
Mm-hmm.
Insane, crazy clown man. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a bad spot. Why? Throw it. There we go. Honestly, I just throw it and I just leave.
I would have thrown a grenade. Frag grenade. But I see you don't have... You have one.
Yeah, but I am low on health.
Well... prefer Joker and Batman just because they're both human.
Uh-huh.
None of them actually has superpowers. So like a simple thing like a punch or a kick can knock either one of them out.
That's one of them down.
The only thing that really helps Superman and Batman, I mean Batman and Joker, is that they use gadgets on each other, which sounds like something really gay to say. They use gadgets on each other. But yeah, like Joker like pulls out like acid from his little flower on his chest. He shoots acid out of it. He brings out a knife. Shit, normal shit. I say acid, but I say normal shit. But you know what I mean. And Batman, he has his own fucking tools and batarangs and shit. The only thing I will say is he uses explosives.
Oh, that missed.
Fuck.
There we go. Honestly, that was the easiest one I've had so far.
Yeah. That's usually how easy it goes for me. I don't run around. I just walk. Get around, shoot them, walk away, let them go charging where they got shot from, and move on. Just keep doing it until they die.
Hey, those guys come in now.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying, Mike, is I like it when the hero and the villain are on equal footing.
Unequal?
Equal.
Oh, equal footing.
Equal footing. I don't like it when one is like God and the other one is
Just a regular man.
Yeah, like that's just not fair.
Yeah, but what about the fight between Adam and Zeus?
Okay. 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 I get what you mean. What I'm saying is I don't like the villain being at a disadvantage. I'm okay with the hero being at a disadvantage because we all like to see what's it called? An underdog prevail. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see a villain prevail in that fashion. But I will say that there are villains that do exist that are like that. They go against odds where they win and they shouldn't have. But they do.
Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's
But the
time
gap
to
should not be
celebrate?
like Lex versus Superman. That's too big a gap.
Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
Pyong pyong.
Don't fall for this old trick.
How dare you! No more games! Kill him!
Honestly, I think the rivalry between Salazar and Leon is probably the best one in RE4.
Quickly, we shall prepare for the ritual.
Explain yourself.
Like you and the big cheese, he just like, get out of here, dude. Whatever. And he beats you up, and there's not really much of an interaction between you. But Salazar, he taunts you, calls you a little bitch. He runs away going tee-hee. I like Salazar, is what I'm saying.
Big Cheese is not supposed to be your rival, though. He's meant to be your opponent, but he's not. He's not supposed to be your rival.
Rival probably isn't probably the right word. But I mean,
Your
like,
nemesis, your arch enemy.
he's a strong antagonist.
The way I see him, he's just like a bodyguard. Sure, he's strong, he's physically capable of whooping your ass, but like, he's not the big bad. Technically, it's Sadler, right? But you're right. Salazar is just supposed to keep you going until you get to the end. Get what I mean? It's like
Is that old?
Oh well, I just bought the fucking.
what's that game? Far Cry 3.
I never played it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
The guy on the cover is not the real villain.
Uh huh.
He's just
Isn't that the game where if you can like the dude is like, "Oh, wait here, I have some business to attend to. Could you please wait here for a
Oh
second?"
no, that's 4.
Oh,
That's 4. Yeah.
Well, in that one, if you do what he says and you just wait there for like
The game ends.
20 minutes, the game ends. Like, oh wow, I didn't expect you to actually wait for me. Thank you so much.
He's polite too. Yeah, he's like, yeah, man. So like,
Thank you. What are
yeah,
you buying?
Qatar has gone to shit.
Is that